Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Here's Julian saying to throw. Smith's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got a little grass. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They're working that left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Now improvising. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to barge their way in. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Trojans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. And that is their Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback who is down this late in the season. So many hopes riding on him. We'll have Holly check on his status. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, knowing the play is over.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they... Hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Got out of trouble and throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught by Williams on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got a man. It's Jordan. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Complete on the left to Williams. And the defense stops him just. First down, maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Whoops, someone. Little bit early, offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Find some fresh air. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness, establishing the ability to run the ball when they... There's some room. Got enough for the first. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Sayin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Fourth down, Sayin. Pressure coming. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. The run inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. It's complete to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Jordan. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play. The end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try the toss to the left. Could be an alley. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's got it, Allen. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Using his legs, it's Jordan. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Jordan. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. And send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by... I see it's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running behind that left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Goddard. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He now has 85 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Here's Sayin to throw. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45 on his way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Running inside. It's Jackson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Sayin. Buys a little time with his feet. Hit as he throws. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they'll knock him down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to him. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Sweet cut there. There's a little room there. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Finding some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect it.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. Inside the 25. Maybe a crease. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. The Trojans were the answer.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Creates a little space. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good one. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Shows him the stiff arm. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Jackson. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Jackson.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Throw it. Say it. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder. Drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
What happened to the beautiful days of 4th down punts? Weren't those great? Like back in the day when they didn't go for it every single 4th down. Nowadays, with all the analytics, go for it. The offense goes for it. 2nd time, 2 for 2 on 4th down. Really frustrating if you're on the defensive side of the football.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut, nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And guys, I don't know if they got the play call in quickly enough, but still the quarterback has to make sure the snap gets off on time. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockhart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Jordan. Maybe some room here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
There he goes. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Flips it out to the back. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Complete. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
And this is a different situation, right? A field goal does you nothing here. So you can't run the football too many more times. Stay in a hurry. Got to push the ball down the field. Got to get in the end zone.
And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. And this offense needs to get some points. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need 1 play, and this game is over. 1 takeaway finishes it, and they get the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm ending this game right now. And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of